Speaking of Bernard Hopkins, I mean, you were with him, for a long time. He reigned as a middleweight champion for a long time, but he never got that credit that they bestow on someone like Golovkin now. Why is that? Why didn't Bernard get that type of credit?
Bernard was methodical, and it wasn't exciting. You know what I mean? It's the reason why people play checkers opposed to chess. Checker moves faster. It's not as much of a thought process in it. The checkers is more action.
But when you say he wasn't exciting, is that because he would diffuse what the opponent is trying to do? So basically, it's on the opponent now to make it exciting.
Bernard's style was only favorable of pure fight fans in his younger years, his mid-years really. Pure fight fans understood him, interpreted him, and respected him. Avid fight fans who just come to, it was the time people would sit down at a Mike Tyson fight and then turn to the guy next to him and say, "This guy Mike fighting, can he fight?" See, Mike didn't need an opponent.
Right.
People came to see Mike fight. They didn't care who he was fighting. I mean, few fighters have been like that. As great as Mayweather was, he wasn't that kind of fighter.
Right.
He needed a dance partner. They didn't care who the dance partner was with Mike. Mike would get excitement if he got in a fight in the streets because he wanted to see Mike fight. Bernard's style wasn't like that. I mean, he would take you apart, slowly, deliberately. And that's why he didn't get the credit. Avid fans want to see just instant knockout and things, and then indeed, even his knockouts, you see with the Trinidad, you pick these guys apart and knock them out late.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm hearing rumors that he's still looking for another fight. There's been a couple names tossed around. I think Sullivan Barrera was one of them. Just knowing that he's pretty much at the end of his career. Is someone like a Barrera, is that someone you would want him to fight, or is he just kind of looking to go out with a win, or is he looking to go out?
He's not that kind of guy, and that's why. And I'll say it on tape. That's why Bernard's still looking for a fight. It's different than any older fighter looking for a fight. Bernard's not going to just take a win. He should. He's earned it. But he's not going to. He's not that kind of guy. To be fair with you, I told Bernard after the Tarver fight, told him in his hotel room at breakfast, "You did it all. There's nothing else to do."
Wow, that long ago.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You dominated Tarver. Nobody thought you would. Walk away. When he beat Kelly Pavlik, I knew he couldn't walk away because if you can still beat the kids in the game,
right,
you're supposed to be in the game.
Right.
The biggest problem with Bernard trying to leave the game is he's not going to pick some okie doke to fight. He's going to want a named, credible guy. Matter of fact, he would prefer a champion. He's that kind of guy. You know what I mean? And like I said, I didn't tell him when to start. I got to tell him, and I will say this on the record. I think it's offensive, and I think it's disrespectful when people say, "Well, you don't want him to stay around too long," like you have an insight into boxing that he doesn't. If you think it's too long staying around too long, if you know what boxing history has shown, what you think he doesn't? How many of us know more about boxing than Bernard Hopkins?
Right. Right.
So you can have your opinion, but like I say, why is he still boxing? Come on, man. Why is Dell still making computers? I'm pretty sure he got enough money.
Right.
He solidified his history. But he gonna still crank them out, ain't he?
Yeah.
Because that's what he do and he love to do.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate him. Let's respect him enough to feel as though he has enough sense to know when he should walk away or bow out gracefully. Let's give the man the full credit he's due. He's one of the all-time greats. And on anybody's pound for pound list, he's the top greatest fighters of all time. You have to put him on there.